So, today on Real Journey, we're going to fish with the best cheap lipless crankbait, and we're going to throw in a little twist, make this a little more interesting than just fishing with the best lipless crankbait. And I'll explain that, but first, what do I mean by the best cheap lipless crankbait? Well, it's the best in my opinion, and it's certainly cheap. $2.24 cheap. At Walmart, you can get this for $2.24. It's like twice as much at Bass Pro. It's like $4.50 at Bass Pro. So you can get twice as many at Walmart. So I would pick it up at Walmart. But it's cheap in price, but it's not cheap in its quality. It's not junk. This is a high quality little lipless crankbait, and I think it probably is the best cheap lipless crankbait. There's a few out there that aren't bad that maybe I'll do a head-to-head video one time, but I would put my money on this one. I've caught more fish with this one, and that lipless crankbait is the Cotton Cordell. A lot of you probably already knew that. Some of you might not have, and for those of you, I mean, this is a great video for you because you get to find out what's cheap. Fishing can get expensive. It's nice to have a handful of lipless crankbaits in your tackle box for the price of, one other lipless crankbait from another company that's, 4 or 5 times as expensive. But this is $2.24, and it's really a good lipless crankbait. Last time I was here, just a few videos ago, I caught 5 fish here on a golden lipless crankbait, a Cotton Cordell one. And we caught 5, and we caught them quick, and one of those 5 was a 5-pounder. So there is big bass in here. I really hope we catch a big one. All right, so what is the twist? Well, we're gonna fish until we catch 5 bass. It doesn't sound like much, right? Big deal. Well, it's winter, it's pretty cold, it's hot today. It is hot today. I'm already out here sweating. And it has been hot for a couple days, so I'm hoping those bass are lively, those bass are moving around, and if they are, they'll hit this lipless crankbait. They'll chase it, they'll slam it, and we'll have ourselves some fish. And the lipless crankbait, if you don't fish the lipless crankbait, this is definitely one of my top 5 baits that I think everyone should get really good at. I mean, down here in Florida, you can fish a lipless crankbait year round. Now there's days, and hopefully today's not one of them, but there's days you can't catch them on that. There's days you can't catch them on anything. You know what I'm saying? But the lipless crankbait, when they're biting it, you can catch more fish and catch them faster and catch giants, better than any bait. So the lipless crankbait is a great bait. Its biggest downfall is that it has treble hooks and that it hooks into grass and stuff. You can use a little bit stiffer rod so you can yank it up out of the grass, but you also might pull that bait out of the occasional fish's mouth or two. So that's the drawback of using a little bit stiffer rod with this. But here's what I'm proposing, just to make this a little more interesting, a little more competitive, and I feel like it'll make the video more interesting. We have to catch 5 fish, and if we do, and you're already subscribed, thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for watching the videos till the end, and thank you for being a subscriber. But if I catch the 5 fish, please hit that like button for me. I'd appreciate it, and I appreciate you for watching. And if you're not subscribed and I catch the 5 fish, you should subscribe. But if I don't catch the 5 fish, don't subscribe if you don't want to. Simple as that. And here's the thing. Let's see if you can. I don't even know if you can see it. It's 3:12 right now. It gets dark at 5:30. I don't know if you guys can see that. It is 3:12, 3:13 now. It gets dark at 5:30. It lingers though, 5:45. So we only have a few hours to catch some fish, but I think that's not a problem. If they're biting, we'll catch them. All right, enough of this talking stuff. Real Journey.
Are you listening? Damn.
Oh, got one right here. Oh, came out of this grass and hit it right before I pulled it out of the water. Oh man, yeah. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. is not a bad fish right there. It is not a bad fish. Not bad at all. And get him back. Woo! That's one. Oh, that's a fish. That's a fish. Oh, get over here. He wasn't that big, but he was pulling me pretty good. I don't know if you guys could see that. Hey, if they're not big, oh, gotta be careful with these treble hooks, but you can see that these are good hooks. Wow, he is so cold. Not as big as that last one, but not small either. I mean, he's not a dink. He's not big. He's definitely small. But you can catch smaller, put it that way. If I can walk over here, I'm a fish over here. But I definitely worry about there being some kind of crazy wildlife back in these woods behind me. Definitely worry about that. I heard something one time back in there and I was like, what was that? Did not sound small, whatever it was. Oh, there's an egg. There's three eggs. Check this out. There's an egg right down there. And there's another egg right over there. There's at least 3 eggs right here. I wonder if that's alligator eggs. It could be. I'm standing in a freaking alligator nest right now. That would not be smart of me. I haven't even seen an alligator in this body of water, like, ever. It's Florida though. They travel from pond to pond. They can be anywhere, but I've never actually seen one in here. Definitely watching my back right now. That's how it is when you fish in Florida. But we're gonna keep fishing right here for a second. I'm gonna make 1 or 2 more casts. We're definitely not gonna step on this. We're gonna walk around this so that we don't, mess up any wildlife. That was creepy. I thought I heard something in the woods. Definitely got to be careful of snakes also. Could die from getting bit by the wrong snake. There's plenty of wrong snakes around. That's another thing. Could have been a snake eggs. So I guess we just don't know what the eggs are really. But now that I think about it, they are probably small for alligator. Probably small for a turtle too. Now that I think about it, I think a baby softshell would be, the eggs would be bigger than that. I mean, they're just a little bit bigger than an inch. Oh, got one right here. Oh, it's a little bigger. Woo. That's not the same one either, because this one doesn't have a big old hole in his mouth. I put a big old hole in the last one's mouth. All right, not bad, not bad. We're gonna toss him back. Very similar fish, but he doesn't have a hole in his mouth, so he's just the same size, but feels good to hook up. All right, woo. Try this little pond across the street. Maybe we can hook up with one here and maybe run to another pond. Or maybe this is where all the fish are, because there's a little tunnel that connects these 2 ponds together. Maybe they all just went across the street and they're hanging out in here. Oh, I got a big miss hit. Dang, I got caught on some giant grass. Dang it. Oh, there's a fish. Dude, I just threw it. Yes, he's small. That's the one that miss-hit me. I'm pretty certain of it. Yes, I needed that so bad. So, I was like, I can't throw. I was going to throw back to this corner, and I still am. But I was like, you know what? I did get a miss hit right there. Let me just throw it real quick. All right, thank you for biting, little guy. Woo! Number 4. Now we have like 45 minutes left to catch one fish. You know, just a second ago I was like, oh man, I might have stuck my foot in my mouth with this one. All right, sun is going down. We have limited time. This spot right here, the mosquitoes come out like crazy over here and they just eat you alive. So we really do have limited time here. And I will just say, oh, someone else is already fishing here. That's weird. Normally no one's ever here. But this spot usually is my worm spot. I usually fish a Senko here and I catch a lot of fish. But we're fishing with the lipless, so we're gonna try and make it work. We just need one more fish to complete this. Let's go. Dang it. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to fish this pond. I don't have any other time left. There's too much gunk in here.
Are they biting on anything?
I caught 4 on this, but I've never caught anything big in here, and this is usually not gonna catch the small ones.
What do you usually catch them on here?
Just a worm. Well, good luck. All right, so we have like 5 minutes left to fish. That last spot is a good spot with like a little worm. Seems to be my worm spot, but someone was already there. They already did a lap around it. So I was throwing my bait in behind them, and it's a good way not to catch any fish. And so we didn't catch a fish there. So now we're running over here. We literally have 5 minutes left and we got to catch a fish. I needed a workout, but I wish I wasn't trying to catch a fish last minute like this though. Whew. All right, gotta put my treble hooks up and out of the way. I'm tired, my legs hurt, I'm out of breath, but we need to catch a fish. There's some cattails over here, so maybe we'll get bit over here. I'm amazed how bright this picture looks. You can see the lights are on in the background. It is dark out here, but I'm filming with my phone right now. And that right there is the 5th fish. Let me hold it back here. That's the 5th. I don't know how I even hit it. I think I lucked out. So what happened is I'm in this corner fishing. My GoPro died. So I'm like, oh, that's it. I'm a failure. And I'm walking back to the car. I'm like, well, you know, I might as well keep casting. So this is what happened. This is crazy. I actually hooked into a giant bass over here. And I'm like, oh, shoot, oh, shoot. And I'm like, I froze. I started fighting the fish, and then I froze, and I was like, should I try to record this with my phone? Like, you know, like, how are you guys going to see me fight the fish? How are you going to know that I caught this fish? And then it got off, and I was like, I was like, dude, just show the fish after you caught it. Like, next time, just bring the fish in. But, you know, that's never happened to me before, so I kind of froze up on what to do in that situation. Only for a split second, but that's all it takes, you know? And then like 3 casts after that, I'm walking back to the car, and it was a pretty big splash, actually, right near this grass. And this little sucker, this little guy right here, just clobbered this. And I thought he was a little bigger because he was in the grass, obviously, but as soon as I like pulled back into him, he like came right through this grass along the edge. You know, if I was fishing a bait where you like set the hook hard, I probably would have flung him into that street behind me. But that's the 5th fish. We did it. All right. I'm glad I didn't have to come out a second day to do this, but that is crazy. All right, guys. I hope you, guys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed, I hope you subscribe, and I hope you like the video. And I wanted to make this a little more interesting than just fishing with the Cotton Cordell Best Cheap Lipless Crankbait. Throw in another element to the video. You know, I have to catch 5 fish, you know, put some pressure on myself. And yeah, I don't know how the video turned out yet. I haven't edited it as I'm talking to you, but let me know if you'd like to see me add a different element into a video other than maybe catch 5 fish while I'm showing you the best cheap lipless crankbait. I probably should toss this guy back. I mean, wow.